Hi, everybody. It's James Bartolet, and welcome once again to another episode of Inside the Industry with James Bartolet. Back here in the kitchen tonight, but boy, have we got not only great food, but great guests on our show tonight. Our first guest that I'm going to introduce you to is a lovely new star in the industry, and she's already impressing all of the production companies and fellow performers and critics alike with her incredible performances. She's so lovely. She looks like a girl next door, but they go, action, and she turns into this crazy, wild Brazilian volcano of lust. She is so incredible. Kaia Martin is here with us tonight. Hi, Kaia.
Hi.
How do you like that introduction?
That was a great introduction.
Isn't...
I feel honored.
Well, we're honored to have you on tonight, darling.
Thank you.
So we're going to be talking to Kaia, and also coming in is my buddy Jessica Fox, the popular, multiple award-winning TS star, is going to be joining us here. I know that we put out the word that we were going to have Crystal here. She's a little under the weather tonight, and she's got a sore throat, and she's so afraid that, you know, she might have something. She said, I don't want to give it to you because I know you're filming mainstream stuff this weekend, so thank you. But we'll have her on in one of our upcoming episodes. Next week, we will not be doing a show live from here, from the studio in the house, because we're going to be on the red carpet for the XBiz nomination party on the 20th of November. And then the following night on the 21st, we're going to be on the red carpet inside the party for the AVN nomination party. So 2 big events, back-to-back, big parties, lots of stuff going on. And of course, I know the public isn't invited to these, but you guys, if you're real diehard fans, you'll be outside of the venue waiting to watch the stars come in and walk on the red carpet and go into the party. So we'll have the information out about that. We've got a lot of stuff to talk to you about in the news, including Mattel's big oops, putting Wicked Pictures website on the side of the box for the Wicked dolls with Ariana Grande. You can imagine all the dads out there going, "Oh, honey, there's a Ariana Grande love doll? Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. But we'll be talking about that and a whole bunch of more stuff there. Starting the first week of December, we're going to have our contest where we're giving away 5 free tickets to go to the AVN Expo in Las Vegas in the middle of January. And we're also giving away 3 free tickets to go to X3 in Hollywood. And that's also in the middle of January. Very happy to announce that XBiz has asked us to do a live broadcast from the X3 event in Hollywood. And I think you're going to be at that one, right? X3 in Hollywood?
I don't know about that one. I know I'm for sure going to be at AVN in January.
Yeah.
But
okay. Well, you don't live here. You live in the Midwest.
So it's a bit to come out here all the time.
Well, let's get started with talking to you now. Mm-hmm. What made you start doing adult in the first place tonight?
Well, as you can tell, I already like sex, so that's a big.
Yes,
we
you
love
do.
sex. We
Yeah.
love cock. I just really liked the sound of being in the industry and kind of like watched a bunch of other girls on podcasts and just talking about it and being in it.
Have you watched scenes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like just listening to how it is in the
And
industry.
you're with Cox Models.
Yes.
That's you can be booked through Cox Models. Were they your first choice as an agent to go to?
They actually reached out to me first.
Okay.
They're one of the first ones to reach out, and I liked how very starter agency it was, and it just seemed like the right fit for me.
Now, you worked in a regular mainstream job.
Yes.
We won't go and out them, but you worked in a regular mainstream job, so what, did you have sexy pictures online and they contacted you, or how did that work?
I did my first scene in the industry, and once they saw that, they contacted me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I asked this because I've done these seminars about getting into the business, and
It's hard.
yeah, and I'm going to be doing now seminars about getting into the business on my new Patreon page.
I would love
And
that.
Edric, you could put up that address there. It's patreon.com/James Inside the Industry. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what he said earlier, yeah.
Okay. So you'll be able to go to that Patreon page and get to those seminars. But what I was getting to, my love, was the thing that I say to all of these young people getting in is talk to your family and friends first. Make sure they know.
Mine already know.
They do?
Yeah.
So what was the reaction?
They were a bit disappointed. They were happy I stayed in college.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And you're still going to college?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
They were a little disappointed, but I mean, it's hard for a lot of older generations to understand.
Oh, yeah.
The industry, and it's looked down on a lot. And,
Yeah.
They were just happy. I'm happy, honestly.
Are you happy?
Yes. I'm
Are you
very
happy? Are you
Yes,
happy?
I'm
Okay.
happy.
Okay.
But yeah, there's some backlash, but obviously it's hard to hear one of your loved ones, especially.
What about the boyfriend back home? Or the girlfriend?
We're single right now.
Okay.
But I'm happy that way.
Now, I'm sure once your career gets going, you'll probably have an old boyfriend or old girlfriend go, oh my God.
It's probably. It's bound to
How
happen.
come you never fucked me like that? I used to get that all the time.
Really?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I have a really good separation with it, though, with work-life
Yeah.
balance.
Good. So when you're at home, so this month coming up in December, you'll be home for the holidays.
Yeah.
It's going to be like you're going to be gaming.
Yes, spending time with family, decorating. I love decorating. I'm so excited.
What do you think of this?
I'm
Okay, you
living
guys
for
can't
it.
see all of this on camera here,
Yes, I am
but I have
living.
that whole animated village is there.
It is
And
cute.
then my bougie thin tree that are ornaments from Bergdorf Goodman in New York. Boy.
We love.
And thank you, me too. And Disneyland stuff. So
I love
I
it.
mean-
I am all for decorating. I love decorating for every holiday.
so do I.
Yes.
Oh my God. I do the same
It's
thing.
so, like, it just brings joy. And especially, like, you feel more connected with the season.
Yeah. Now, I mean, doing what we do, being in the adult industry, you have to have that escape.
Yes, it is.
So after you do a really intense scene, what do you come home and watch to get out of that mindset?
Probably like a sitcom or comedy kind of thing, like
Yeah,
Modern
okay.
Family or
Oh,
like
good.
Office, stuff like that.
I did the porn parody of that.
Oh, we love.
Yeah. I did a lot
But-
of porn parodies.
Honestly, I color a lot. I love to color.
Like coloring books?
Yes.
Oh
it's
my.
nice. Well, like I was disconnecting from screens. We're on screens all the time,
Yeah.
so it's nice to disconnect for a bit and just kind of ground yourself.
See,
with
that is so important. Look in the camera and tell them that. To just get away from that screen stuff.
that. It's good to disconnect and just color.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I can see you doing probably outdoors things too. Are you like that?
I like being outside. I'm not like super into hiking, but like
Yeah.
I'll-
Or
every now and
horseback
then-
riding, or
That's
swimming,
fun.
swimming on the back of a dolphin or something,
Oh, I love swimming. Yeah.
pretending you're a mermaid and like, ooh.
Yes.
Yeah,
That was me
okay.
in Europe this year.
Oh, you went to Europe.
Yeah, over the summer. I was just.
Did
in
you
the
film over there, or you just
No,
went?
I just for fun, for vacation.
God, doesn't suck to be you. You got money to go to Europe, girl.
No, I don't. I swear. We budget. We budget so hard.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I love how she talks in the third person. It's cute. It's like me. So where'd you go in Europe?
I went to Italy and Croatia. Croatia was
okay.
pretty cheap, so it was like, yes.
There's a lot of porn being done over there.
Oh, yeah. I've heard they're pretty lax. Our tax laws are better.
Yeah. But the conditions, how they treat performers is much better here in the United States. You're treated a lot better.
I've only worked with one European company, and that was in the U.S. I had good experience, but
Oh, you really?
yeah, it's
And
a
you-
VR thing.
Oh, was that VR Bangers?
I'm
because I work for them a lot.
Are they the European?
Yeah.
Possibly. I can't
Yeah.
tell you.
It's a gal that runs it
The guy on
named Katie.
I don't know. There was a guy director for mine.
Yeah.
It was with we just talked about them. Nikki Rebel.
Nikki Rebel.
Yeah, it was with Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, tell the folks out there, doing VR porn is much more difficult than doing regular porn.
Oh, it is 100% more difficult.
Well, tell us.
It's definitely harder on the female, I feel like, a lot of the times.
Really? Why?
Because the guys aren't allowed to touch you. They're not, like, they can only kind of lean back. They can't talk. You're talking to yourself the whole time, essentially.
No, that's a good point.
Yes, and
yeah.
not everybody has lines to feed you, like the teleprompter screens.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times you have to come up with the lines yourself. Also,
Yeah, try acting.
Yeah.
Learn the lines. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's always a challenge. But also just realizing everybody can see everything around you, which is always, you have to maintain your movements and make sure nothing's out of place or water just got set down somewhere randomly.
Now, I'm sure there's a lot of people watching and listening to the show right now or in the chat room, and they're going like, well, why can't you see the hands? And the reason why is if that guy puts his hand in, that guy loses the fantasy because his hand may not look like that. It may not be that color. It may not be that size.
Yep.
So you can't lose that illusion of that fantasy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's pretty fun. Other than I hate the air makeouts. The air making out with the air.
Okay, show us an example of that. Say that's your VR art screen. Go ahead.
I don't like making out with the air. It's hard.
You don't like making out with the air?
Yes,
Okay.
it's so like, how do you kiss something that's not there?
That's true. That's true. You're like, well, do an example of one. Get up close like you're doing the VR.
Usually it's
I'm putting you on the spot, but this is
it's a
so
little
cute.
just like that. I don't really like do it well. I know I don't do it well.
There's 5 guys that are watching that's just popped. Okay. Yeah. So, that is so cute. That is
It
so
is not
cute.
well.
Yeah. Now you have OnlyFans, I take it, right?
Yep.
What is that?
Kaia Martin 0F, I believe. I believe it's the same thing as my Twitter.
You don't know?
I don't know off the top of my head.
And do you have loyal fans of mini-vids too?
I do, but I haven't been posting on there yet.
And you're on the Instagram.
Yes, I am on Instagram.
Are you on TikTok too? No. Say that's
I'm not a
3 times fast.
TikToker. I'm not. I don't do the silly little dances.
But it's popular.
It is popular.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
All right. Tonight, the food we are making is we're going to be making special soft tacos. Now, the reason that they're special is there's different ingredients that we've got, and you can make these at home very simple with your budget, okay? We have tri-tip, we have brisket, we have turkey, we have poke tuna, okay, in a miso sauce. We have ceviche.
ceviche?
Ceviche.
Ceviche? Ceviche?
You're so cute. I would rather you say it.
Ceviche?
Good girl. I'd
Thank
rather
you.
you'd say it. And then we have a nice spicy shrimp. So, and then we have the coleslaw to mix with it. We have the marinated grilled onions, and we have cheese, and we have sour cream. So we're going to make those and taste those and a lot more, and taking your phone calls at 818-231-2580 right after, what? After this.
After this?
Yes.
Ooh, fun commercial break?
Yes. Oh, hi, welcome back. I'm James Bartolet. Kaia Martin is here.
Yes. Hello.
And Jessica is having a blonde moment, and she is lost, like I don't know what. Walking around, she keeps texting me and going, I'm in an alley. And I go, you shouldn't be in an alley. I gave you the address. So she will be here soon. All right. Shall we wait till she gets here to eat? Okay.
I feel like it's polite.
It's the
polite
polite.
thing to do.
Yeah, that's fine. In the meantime, we've got other stuff that we can nibble on and stuff. Ooh, this is, yes.
Do you want me to, I can leave this on the light and go down and see if I can see her on the street?
If you want to, Edric. But leave the door open for yourself down there. Okay. This is a new product. It's called Vibes. It's called Afternoon Energy. It's watermelon and lime, and it's a carbonated drink.
Interesting. You like?
It's good. It's
good?
not bad. Hello, caller. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Good evening, James and Kaia. This is Guy from Pennsylvania.
Guy, how are you? This is one of our greatest fans on the show, and he always contributes some really great stuff. And Jessica is on her way in, Guy, so I don't know if you've got questions for her, but Gaia could answer some questions for you.
I'm here.
Hello, I am here with the lovely Nani.
Isn't she
Who is
lovely? God.
And Nani and I have...
No, what was that again?
My question, Nani and I have our first time. Hi, Kaia!
Hello.
Oh, he's got his friend with her, his roommate. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
By the way, I think one of your friends entered the contest. Did she go to Exotica, New Jersey?
I haven't heard from her since the event.
Wow, because nobody came up and said hello. Were you guys there?
I was not. My other roommate was with me.
Oh, okay. So he's like Jack Roper on Three's Company. He's got like 2 female roommates.
Nice. Lots of fun.
Come and knock on our door. We got DPs for you. Yeah.
I had a good life. My question for Kai:
Yes.
who in the industry has been your biggest supporter, who offered you the best advice? Or
Who gave you the best advice in this industry?
I'd probably say I have to give that to POV Professor because it was when I first started in the industry.
POV Professor.
Yes, he works with
Yes.
a lot of newer people, and he taught me a lot in the very beginning, which was stuff that you kind of learn once you get into the industry after a couple months. It was very good tips and pointers and just safety things, which was really nice.
Now that POV thing is kind of like doing the video, the VOD thing. I mean, not VOD, the VR thing.
yeah.
The VR thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't really see the guy, and then... What was the best advice he gave you could share with people? Okay. No?
I'm trying to think about the best. Probably just legal standpoint, like legal
Ooh.
paperwork.
Now that's an important thing. A lot of people
Yeah.
don't. A lot of people have this idea that when you're doing the adult industry stuff, you just show up and flop on the mattress
Yeah.
and have the sex, and some guy opens a briefcase and gives you some money, and then you go home. No, there's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of paperwork.
Yeah. What was that? Now she's asking a question.
That would make for a good video. Bring the briefcase out.
About the briefcase?
I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's somehow we're getting a little feedback. Are you guys trying to listen while you're calling in? Because we're getting feedback.
the computer speakers are turned off.
Oh, okay. Okay, one more time. What was that question again?
Okay, I have a question for you.
I can.
Who would you consider your role model in the industry?
Role model. Ooh, that's a tough.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you, darling. Thank you.
That's a tough one. I mean, I look up to a lot of the female
Well,
industry.
Mark Kramer is a good mentor for you.
Yes, he's good.
Enter.
Oh, we have a guest arriving.
Oh
Hi.
my God. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jessica Fox.
I love the coat.
Oh, mwah, mwah. Darling, here, grab a seat. Who else have we got here? Miss Alex, come in. Oh, yes, but she's got her Caitlyn Jenner glasses on. Hi, darling.
How are you?
Good. All right, so we have a caller on right now, and they're asking Gaia. This is Gaia. Kaia.
Nice to meet you.
Kaia. I'm sorry. And asking who your influence was.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't just name one person on it. I love a lot of the female stars and look up to a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the people at Vixen, I really appreciate.
Oh, you've already shot for Vixen?
No, I haven't. Hopefully in the future, yes.
Okay.
But
well, Mike Moss watches this show, so.
yes. But in general, I would just say most of the big female influencers, just in general. I don't have necessarily one person that I'm like, oh.
Okay. But you're very new.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know everybody still.
Yeah.
And she's gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you're both gorgeous. All three of you are gorgeous.
Very.
All right, now, so Jessica, same question for you, darling. Who's been a big influence for you? Foxy.
That's pretty interesting. Well, she's of course one of the main sisters. But to be quite honest, one of my first DVD, I think, covers that I ever saw, like at an adult store or anything, and what really stood out to me was probably Vanity and Babysitters. Like
Oh
Babysitters
my
series.
God, Vanity, yeah.
And, it was just like when I saw that woman, just on the cover, and I was just like so blown away. I was just like, oh my God, like I want to become her one day.
And you were a big first, because first of all, in the mainstream adult industry, there's not a lot of Native American performers.
Correct.
In the tea world, that's a huge monopoly you've got on that.
Well, honestly, like that also started to kind of as like I should say like a clan or a tribal type thing, because it was greatly influenced by my late cousin Carmen Moore.
Yes.
And
Carmen. Oh, God.
She was pretty much one of the ones to bring down a lot of barriers.
She was the first.
She was the first, and she has an amazing film out there that's mainstream. If you haven't seen it, it's called Drugtown's Finest. And, in that movie, it really just captures her essence of her beauty, her natural charisma that she had and everything. But one of the main things it does is it highlights some of the challenges that some trans Native American women do have coming up, not in regards to the industry, but just in the world in general. And I think it was a really good way to kind of highlight and show the younger generation that, look, there's ways we can use our culture to embrace our culture and also make us better women in any regards. Not just women, but also the trans men as well. So that's the other part too.
And we have to stop that prejudice against the trans world, because here we were in Times Square just a few weeks ago, and we were in a place watching the baseball game, and in the middle of the game came an anti-trans commercial.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, on mainstream television. And it was like everybody in the room just turned and looked at us, and we just went, fuck you.
Oh my God.
And we laughed.
That's
We went to Lady Spicer's party afterwards, but we had a wonderful time. Times Square was great, because they were getting ready for the Day of the Dead stuff.
It was fabulous.
Yeah, and wonderful time at Bergdorf.
Of course.
Yes, of course. All right, very cool. Well, callers, thank you for calling in tonight, guys.
I have a question for Jessica, if I may.
Oh, please go ahead. This is Guy, one of our fans.
Hello, Guy. How are you?
He wants you to take
Jessica.
off that coat. Ba-bam!
That's a lovely coat.
Nice.
My question for Jessica
The ratings just went way up. Ba-bam!
Which award or award nomination from your career meant the most to you and why?
Oh, good one.
Oh, that's a good one. Honestly, I think there's two in particular that really stand out, and I think that one of the first ones was actually my second award that I got from Kink for Kink Dom Model of the Year, only because I had really, really stiff competition that year, and I kind of thought, oh, they gave me the second award that they ever had.
It was stiff in more ways than
like,
one.
So I kind of figured, like, oh no, I brushed it off. Like, they're not going to choose me again. There's no way. So I actually left the award show early, thinking I wasn't going to get it, and the calls started coming in while I was at the Abbey, which is pretty funny. And I was like, oh my god, like, where are you? I'm like, I had no idea I was going to win it again. But and then the second one, I call it it's the Lifetime Achievement Award that the T Awards gave me, but of course I call it the Granny Tranny Award. So I was like, oh my god, I'm like, they're putting me out to the pasture already.
I remember that year.
So those are kind of the ones that really stand out. And with those, I also like to showcase my native wardrobe or native fashion sense.
Which you're doing tonight.
Like tonight. And, it's just a way for me to embrace that, the culture and everything, and also appreciate it and have other people appreciate it as well.
And you're revamping your whole career now, aren't you? Remarketing?
I am. I'm going to be remarketing myself. It's coming up over the spring, so spring, summer, depending on some recovery time.
And maybe Mattel will put out your dolls, since they put out these the Wicked dolls, and they put wickedmovie.com on the box. So they were all going, oh, there's an Ariana Grande love doll? Boing, boing, boing. So they love that. So why not? You should have a doll. You should have a figurine.
Why not?
Why not? Yes, that's cool.
As long as people are poking them with other things other than needles.
Yes. Don't want any
And
voodoo.
this
Hey,
is why
Kaia,
we're not
I have
on
a
the Disney
question.
Channel. Okay. All right. Did we answer all your questions, guys?
I have a question for Kaia.
Okay.
What's up?
Okay, so you were talking about lawyers earlier. If you had one pro tip for a newbie that involved a lawyer, what would it be to protect yourself in the industry?
Oh, you were talking about, you were getting the advice, and they said the legal stuff, so that's why you said lawyer. Okay, go on.
So, can you repeat that?
So what legal advice would you give?
Definitely look at the 2257 forms, and I would definitely suggest, if you're planning on being in the industry a long time, to get into an LLC and starting that up so you can properly report your income and pay taxes. Mm-hmm. That's also really good for you. But in general, I would just make sure that for all of you're doing good compliance and record keeping.
And that's wonderful advice and an answer to that question. If I can amend onto that, also with the threat of AI, tomorrow we're back on strike with SAG and AFTRA with the video game thing against the AI. But because we have the threat of AI in adult and in mainstream, it is very important for a performer, whether they're veteran seasoned performers like us or new performers like you two girls, is to market your image and your voice and your name. Own that. As soon as your stage name, get that on what they call it, the GoDaddy thing there, where you get the domain names. Yeah. Get that on there. Trademark all of that stuff so they can't steal your image, because they will eventually put your AI up there.
Yeah.
So this way, if you've trademarked it and said, this is me, I'm Jessica Fox, you can't use my motherfucking image, okay?
Human trafficking, isn't it kind of?
Well, it's a little bit, darling. Yeah, it's a little bit like that. So you got to make sure that they can't use that. And all you do is hit them with a cease and desist, and they have to take it down. So just trademark your stuff, own your stuff. We don't make as much money as we used to, babe. You know, when we started a million years ago, it was a lot different. But you can still make the money with your own product and marketing yourself.
Yeah.
And then for you, caller, if you're going to get started, don't just do a couple of scenes and call yourself a porn star. It's until you've gotten on the cover of that movie, on that poster, you've done the fan signings, you've gotten the awards, you've gotten all those accolades, you can call yourself an adult film star then. You're just a performer but that doesn't mean that you're any less on the totem pole. No way. Yeah. Keep plugging away. If you love what you're doing, if you love to have sex in front of the camera, in front of people, are you raising your hand? Do you have to go to the restroom? Or what? Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have someone like that's been in the industry that's kind of been like a mentor or anything?
I would say my agency Cox, but
Do you have like any sisterhood like to talk about things? Or?
I have a couple.
Thank you,
porn star
everyone,
friends,
for taking our
but not
call.
necessarily, like,
Okay,
And
you're welcome.
Jessica, Kaia, we wish you a lot of success in the future.
Most of what
Thank
I've learned has
you.
just been trial and error. Thank you.
Yeah, but no, go ahead, sweetie.
Oh no, I was just curious like how it is to be like
Very confusing.
Yeah.
I'm 19.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby.
Fresh out of the oven.
But is there like a community like resources and stuff that you know about? Or
To be honest, I didn't know any like resources or anything. Like, I obviously Googled stuff and like looked on YouTube and podcasts, but no, like especially like legal paperwork, I had no idea about until like a couple of scenes and like actually looking over everything and being like, oh, okay, so you do need this, this, and that, and just like learning, okay, that's a fake, that's not real porn, or that's a real company kind of thing.
We used to have that back in the day in this industry. You would get started and there'd be a little video that you watched when you first got in, and it was Nina Hartley and Sharon Mitchell. It was at our old testing facility, and you had to watch this like 15-20 minute intro to porn. Just taught you stuff like hygiene and being professional on the set, yada yada yada. Okay, they don't have that now. Yes.
by any chance on VHS or DVD?
It was on Meow. It was on VHS. I feel like whatever happened to Baby Jane. Here you go, Blanche. Here's some rat. Here's your din-din.
Thank you.
Do you
Okay.
have plates?
Yes, we have plates right over there. The little Christmassy looking plates. Can you grab
the
those,
little
darling?
Christmas
They're
underneath
right
the
under
shelf.
the thing there.
Yeah, sorry we were a little late. Our stagecoach got ravished
Your
by the
stagecoach?
Antifas.
Your stagecoach. Are you going to want one too? Yes, of course you do. Here we go. Now, girls, you take your little tortilla. Thank you, baby.
Do you have any burning questions for Jessica since she's been in the industry a long time? Like, I mean, I know it's a different place, but I mean,
What's your opinion? What would you say is like one of your favorite kind of agencies? I would say, or like just in general, like agencies you really.
That's actually a tricky question because, to be honest with you, as far as the trans community goes, we never really had representation in that aspect.
No.
There's been only a few companies that have taken on like really big names in the industry, but outside of it, I kind of feel like a lot of times we're kind of like on our own in a way.
Like they bubble you out, kind of.
Basically, but we're also very lucky too. Then again, since we're such a small, marginalized community, that we do have like a sisterhood where it's like you get to. Once you gain someone's trust, or you gain the trust of people within the industry, then the knowledge starts coming and pouring into it's like we like sharing with who we trust too. It's all about trust and respect. So if someone can show respect, then we're willing to share the knowledge. But honestly, the closest thing to an agency I think I could have experienced was when I worked with Key, just because I worked with them, for a fair amount of time, and like they were constantly booking me, and it did feel like an agency in a way, but yeah, it was more of a company.
Yeah, I feel like nowadays too, agencies it's just so risky to like look and be like, oh, what's happening there? Or like, especially I know a lot of girls will always ask me, and I'm like, I like where I'm with, but I know there's others, and I'm like, I don't know about the others.
And you got to also remember the managers, the agents, the publicists. They all work for you. You don't work for them.
Yeah.
I think the one dynamic too that's also changed with technology is like how now I think the closest thing to an agency I can think of is like how a lot of not a lot, but some girls, they're using their name or they're branding like the content from OnlyFans and their media, and they're actually building like a formula or like a structure to it.
Yes.
So that's kind of in a sense an agency in itself, but it's more in regards to I guess the technology that we have.
I used to be an agency for models in mainstream, and one thing that models would look for is they would have a vision for themselves, and like what I would recommend is just kind of like having your own vision and then going to the room. It's like a date, I would say.
Yeah.
And you just see how they will picture you and how they see your career, and if it aligns with you, with something that you feel in yourself that you could perceive, then that's, I feel like would be a match. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Telling
filling it
them
out and seeing
your
how we
thing
both.
of your direction, and then say dating, then say okay, and if it doesn't feel like magnetic, then I would try, just shopping around, and then so you meet that group. Because really, I remember at our agency, a model was only as good as the agent that believed in her. So I think
That's true. Only as good as that. So, and I could see you doing mainstream as well as adult. I mean, you just have that. Oh my God.
You do.
She's got a Brazilian mix in her.
use your imagination
You see that?
for things that are like that would tell like a story that you'd be able to tell. whether
She doesn't speak
it's
any
you
Portuguese,
Or a
so.
character you're developing. So just keep that in mind.
She does remind me of a young Gina Valentina, who was a Brazilian American
Should I say
performer.
like Adriana Lima?
Oh, that's a good one too. Adriana Lima.
Don't put me too high up on that pedestal.
Yeah.
You have to put yourself
Now,
in it.
honey, come and make yourself a taco. Make yourself a taco.
Yeah, never stop dreaming.
That's also.
You want this? Okay. Now, here's the thing. It's bruschetta. It's bruschetta, not salsa. So it's kind of more of an Italian-y thing there. And by the way, I will have the recipe up for this, of course, on Foodies TV. And all of that you can watch on our Roku TV channel 24 hours a day. Very nice. Let's go to the news while the girls are eating. Come, have some nosh.
Wait, where's the camera? Let me know.
Right there.
Okay, here you go. Get yourself a little shell. Okay. Oh, screw the diet tonight. Now, honey, one thing you're gonna do though is get out of the camera angle. Okay, I'm kidding. All right. Here's time for the Inside the Industry news, brought to you by the Mall.Sexy, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The mall has it all. Headline: Hollywood, California. Mattel, the toy giant behind the Barbie dolls, has apologized after printing the web address to wickedmovie.com, for their upcoming major motion picture, Wicked, starring Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, and Jeff Goldblum, and Michelle Yeoh. Of course, it's based on the popular Broadway show, and multiple news reports and tabloids have been throwing this story out for the last 4 or 5 days now. But what happened is the back of this box, like a Barbie doll box, and it has like Ariana Grande in it, the link doesn't say go to the Wicked movie, go to wicked.com. So the Mattel spokesman told multiple outlets the company is made aware of the misprint on the packaging, and we deeply regret this unfortunate error and are taking immediate actions to remedy this, meaning that either they'll change the boxes or they'll put out a Pornhub movies. You know,
That's what happens when
with the guy sitting there riding the doll.
so that's what happens when you don't pay your interns.
There you go. Exactly. Little Caprice, who is this gorgeous star from Europe, #1 star over there. She's landed a role on Sex O'Clock, a popular mainstream TV show in the Czech Republic. Very Good. Congratulations to Little Caprice.
Congratulations.
Anna Claire Clouds. I've worked with her. Very talented young lady. She is heading the cast of Catfished 5, a new release from Mile High Media on Sweet Sinners banner. It's directed by Hall of Famer and multiple award-winning director, Mr. Mike Quasar. Also stars Queenie Satine, Millie Morgan, Mike Mancini, Robbie Apples, and Mr. Ryan Driller. Sweetheart Video has debuted Student-Teacher Relations 2, a new taboo-themed release out now on all formats. Stars Octavia Red and Cyrene DeMar, and again directed by Mike Quasar. Sinatra Monroe, what a lovely young lady. I worked with her. She just made her Ricky's Room debut in A Classy Affair, which is out now on rickysroom.com. And finally, Alexis James has got 2 new films out. Her first one is her Tushy Raw debut, and her second one is with Victoria Peaks Productions. So look for Alexis James' new releases. What you must watch is our list compiled by our friends at themall.sexy. Here's some movies that you could check. So besides shopping for the holidays, you can also watch some movies on demand there at themall.sexy. So after you watch the show, go over there and watch some adult films. Check out these movies this week. MILF Awakenings 1, starring Anissa Kate and Nadia White. Hook Up Hot Shots E-Girl 17 with Chloe Amore and Emma Rosie. And Threesomes 4 from Blacked with Eve Sweet and Olivia J. And the career perspective this week is with Alora Jensen. Right, Alora Jensen was born in Italy, and while her parents were serving in the armed forces, she moved back to the United States, grew up in Jersey, and she made her porn debut in 2012 when she was 35 years young. God bless her. Right on. Some of her movies you could check out include Interracial Swingers with Alora Jensen and Angie Noir, MILF Volume 1 with Barbie Sinclair, and Big Tits, Big Booty with Alexa Gray. And that's our list of the news tonight.
That title always makes me smile.
What? Big Tits, Big Booty. Yes. And by the way, please check out our good friends at Duke's Hardcore Honeys. We have a brand new animated feature out. I was telling you about that American hentai that we do.
Yeah.
It's with the lovely Miss Marika Hase. And what is that one called again, Edric? No. Dick Steele, yes. He goes by Dick Steele. But the name of the movie is called Succubus. Well, it's an animated thing. So this is where we have adult stars doing the voices, and then we have the cartoons getting it on. So that's like really cool. So Succubus is out now. Lulu in Wonderland will be coming out, at least the trailer, before the holidays. We're going to be starting on another production next month. Lolly is out now. There's one starring Misty Stone. We'll have the trailer for that next month as well. Tangled, XXX, about Rapunzel. I did with Alec Cole and my BFF, Christy Canyon. And it's a take on Rapunzel. And, you know, she let down the hair, right?
Yeah.
So the prince climbs up to the top of the tower, and he gets up there and he goes, "What the fuck?" And it's her pubes. You got to wait and see what happens in this one. It's pretty crazy. But anyways, this and a lot more Duke's Hardcore Honeys. And don't forget to check out our good friends at Shivers. That is a male and female enhancement gummies. And they have a new aphrodisiac gummy product that's out now. So you can go online to shivers.store and put in the promo code ITI. Easy to remember because you're listening and watching Inside the Industry with James Bartolet. Put in that promo code ITI and you get a big discount when you check out. Okay, that's cool.
Wow, check it out. Shiver me timbers.
Shiver me timbers. What are you? You're like an Indian pirate or something? Arr.
A butt pirate.
You're a butt pirate. Oi, you set that up there really good. All right, here's the phone number to call in so you can talk to these lovely ladies tonight. It's 818-231-2580. 818-231-2580. You know, the holidays are coming up real soon. I know you're going to go home for Thanksgiving. What are you two planning on doing for Thanksgiving?
Not going home because I'm always eating too much, so I might run away from it. Not going home with me.
You're going to go home. Okay.
I always take this opportunity also to go and visit my family and check on everyone in, my neck of the woods and just kind of also take time to reground myself and
Reflect what the holiday actually means.
reflect on what the holiday actually means, especially as Native
Especially for
Americans.
Native Americans, yeah. It's a whole different ballgame. Yeah.
It is, but it's also a beautiful time to kind of also just be with family. I think
Yeah.
that's the most important thing. And
Now, do you head out early so you can avoid the rush at the airport? That's for all of you.
Yeah.
honestly, that's a good question because yes and no. We used to take a 5-hour drive to actually get home from Phoenix, driving home, but now we have an option of actually getting within an hour, flying back within an hour from where I grew up. So it makes the travels a little bit easier. However, there's usually like 1 or 2 days, or 1 or 2 flights per day. So it does kind of make it a little hectic. But also, I mean.
And you don't want to go on Spirit Airline.
I mean, well.
Did you hear what happened yesterday on the Spirit Airline?
Oh my gosh, yes, with the gun?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god, that was insane.
The natives there, I think it was Haiti, right?
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah, it was
They
Haiti.
shot up a plane.
The plane was starting to land or take off. One of the two.
Land.
It was coming from Fort Lauderdale.
Oh my gosh.
So these people are like, "Hey, I'm gonna have a vacation in Haiti," and it's like, and the airline stewardess got shot.
That's awful.
It was insane.
That's awful.
Wow, I mean, hello, Haitian rebels, you don't want tourists over there. You could have just sent us a note. You didn't have to shoot up a plane.
Suspicious, though.
Right.
Knowing the history of Haiti and the undermining that occurs there to make them look bad.
Yeah.
It could be possible. I don't want too serious here, but that's kind of, I don't know.
I probably want to take the train home then
Cover.
this holiday. That's another way of going.
Well, the train's romantic
Oh, they are.
too.
There's,
love
there
trains.
is something romantic.
Do you like
about
trains?
that.
I love trains. I
Now-
was born in New York and then going to Connecticut on the train. Oh, I love the train.
Your train was a lot different, girl. It was a lot different. You were pulling a train. Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, there's.
Like Thomas, it wasn't really fun.
Oh, I've always wanted to actually have sex in a train. That's one thing I haven't done yet because I've gotten like a roommate before. So I think that's on definitely my bucket list. I do remember going home for Christmas one year, and it was actually Christmas Eve, and it just felt like I was like coming back from like Hogwarts or something.
Oh,
But
yes.
I was so lonely. I mean, I did jack off in there. Oh, don't tell anyone, but yeah.
In the back, or did you have a private car?
I have a little private car, so
Yeah.
It was
Well,
just-
that's easier to jack
it was,
off.
just,
We've
it was
all
well,
done that.
it was missing a man or maybe a hot woman. I don't know, maybe both. But
The guy's all dressed up like Cary Grant. Hello, my darling. Yes,
why
North by
I don't
Northwest.
know why I didn't think of seducing the little conductor boy.
Oh my gosh, yes, make him wear the hat while you're doing it. Oh.
Now, wouldn't that be fun to do
Yes.
content on a train?
Yeah, that
Get a
would be.
private room? Yeah.
Loose caboose.
Okay, we've come up with all these titles here. Look for these on our OnlyFans in January. Yes. Pulling a train.
Getting a train run
Pulling
while
a
on a
trainee
train.
tranny. Yeah, there you go. Bing, 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 bing. And the switchboard is going crazy now.
We're looking
Okay.
for bellboys. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you ever do a fuck a fan?
Oh yeah, of course.
Have you really?
Yes.
Now you test them.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of times,
You
like-
haven't done a fuck. Well,
No,
you're
I
so
haven't.
new. Yeah. Would you?
Possibly in the future, but right now I don't think so. No.
Good.
You know,
Good.
fans are getting so clever these days. Like, you know, a lot of them are actually going to getting tested, and then they're like, oh, by the way, like,
I
you
have
can use me
this.
for a film. It's like,
They talk like they're Thurston Howell the Third. But
Oh, we like
they're
that.
getting smart.
Ooh.
They're getting smart.
God.
So props to you fans out there. Thank you. I love
Okay.
you and appreciate you.
We do love you. And
Have
appreciate
you done a fuck a fan?
Yeah, of course. I like it. I prefer it better than on Tinder because I feel like they worship you more and they know how to kind of.
Well, what about regular
But it has to be like.
talent, though? What about, you know what I mean, using regular industry talent?
I don't know. There's something more organic for somebody that's not in the industry, I guess. I don't know. Like,
Ooh, that's a good way to put it. Organic.
and it's, you kind of get that like innocence.
Yeah, so you could do like Whole Foods, Triple X, fuck in the aisles.
I'm like nurturing them. I'm like not trying to. Cute. Like, oh, I
No.
remember I used to be like that. You know.
So you're bottom all the time.
Well, I mean, it's hard for me to find people that want to bottom for me. 'Cause they get like, oh,
How about you?
They come in all shapes and bottoms and tops. And, I don't know. It fluctuates. I feel like since Kink's kind of been out of the loop as far as like content updating with like TS Seduction and stuff, we're finding those tops again. They were kind of hidden for a while, but they're coming back to the other side.
Wow.
Right.
We'll see what 2025 brings us.
I have a feeling we're gonna start fucking ears and noses soon. Like, oh my god! Like,
Fucking noses and ears?
I'm sure there's gonna be a genre for that soon.
But there's not one already yet.
Yeah, we're running out of things to fuck here. So.
Pop out your glass eye.
Oh my gosh.
micro penises need to come too.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. That's one thing I need to appreciate more is put that out there in a more broader audience. That porn's not always about big cocks, and
There's some love for little.
love for all of them,
Oh.
There's love for the cute ones too.
all shapes and sizes.
But even the little mushrooms ones?
They deserve love too. Everyone does.
What about the chodes? Chodes
Chodes.
of the world.
Chodes we love, but sometimes they're scary.
Chodes?
Chodes.
Okay. Tell people out there that don't know what a chobe is.
Chode. With a
Chobe.
D.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Jewish. I have an accent. Yeah.
Pepperoni,
Chodes.
that's just like a slab. It's almost like you want to like a button, but it's like that. It's like a choke.
It's thick.
It's thick and it's like a hot.
And the amazing thing is, I'm eating while we're talking about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a little thick thing.
You have no problem at all.
It's making me hungry, to be honest.
Jess. You can eat through anything, honey.
I like to try to count the rings to see what their age is.
Another tortilla?
I'm good,
Okay.
thank
You're
you.
driving? Okay. Yeah.
It's a new one on me.
Yeah.
But come on me, please. Come on me, Toad. Toad.
What is the wildest scene that you've done so far, please, Miss Martin?
Probably House of Hedge. I worked with them a couple months ago, where it was a hypnotic lesbian cult, which was really cool. It was kind of like getting brainwashed into this kind of like milky.
Eat this halabia.
Yes.
No.
Yes, and it was like our patriarch was like this girl Rhea, and she was this beautiful MILF. We love her. But it was just super more on the acting side, but the energy was really fun and wild, and it was just something I'd never done before. Especially hypno porn, I feel like it's not as common, hypnotizing and like all of that.
Yeah.
And especially on the cult side too, which was cool.
How about you, wildest scene?
Jesus.
Jesus?
It has to at least be some of the gangbangs that I got to, or was able to be involved with, especially, again, along...
Yeah, you've done a lot of gangbangs.
Oh, you know what? I honestly, these are my requests when I would go to Kink. I'm like, can I do like a gangbang? Can I get
Like you just show them your Christmas list.
yeah,
kind of thing.
can we do cream pie? There's something about gangbangs I just absolutely love. So just especially having other star power in there too, not power bottoms, but power
the energy
actress and
and
stuff. It's so much fun, and you just turn the boys into pretzels and everything, and just, oh my god.
Is that like puppetry of the penis?
I mean,
Remember that show?
no.
They used to have this show, and it was playing in LA for the longest time. And puppetry of the penis, and they would these guys would come on stage and pull their testicle sacks out and tie it up in a whole bunch of different stuff.
I'm really good.
I think they got jobs for Jim Henson's Muppets for a while. I mean, it was like crazy.
It's wild.
Hey there, Becky. Oh, it's like
Where was
crazy.
this at?
It was all over Los Angeles and on the East Coast. Yeah,
That's wild.
not in the Midwest. Yeah,
It's amazing things what the penis and balls can do.
it really is.
Especially
And-
like the ball smashing. Ooh, that's crazy.
But now, did you girls know that the clitoris stretches out just as much?
Yeah, I mean birthing.
Yeah, I mean,
Birthing
you
is-
could do a whole tent thing. If you fell out of you fell out of a plane, you didn't have a parachute, just pull out your clit and float
that's
down
how
like
it works,
Rocky the
but-
Squirrel,
Yeah.
You'd be like Mary Poppins just floating down.
God.
Just a spoonful of cunnilingus makes the medicine go down. There you go. All right, we're getting way off here. Okay, let's go to one more commercial break, and we'll take your phone calls at 818-231-2580. We'll be right back after these special words. right, ready, and action. Hey, we're back. It's James Bartolet. We got a full house here tonight. Our phone number to call in is 818-231-2580. You still got some time to call in and ask these lovely ladies any question you'd like, except for their home phone number and their social security number. We're not going to get that up.
And our address.
And our address, yes, definitely. Now, new scenes coming up. Let's plug that.
I did some work for Kelly Madison.
That porn fidelity or something like that.
I'm not. I know it's for her main stream site.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it was, but it was like a fun pink Barbie princess theme, which was cool. Got to put it into a pink poofy dress, which was fun.
Oh, cool.
I shot for Lethal Hardcore too. That was cool with Stoney.
Yeah.
I'm also shooting with New Daddies too. He's a more upcoming creator.
Now, that's a question that I wanted to ask you, because being young, and they always are going to put you in that taboo thing. Mm-hmm. Are you cool on that, or you don't like that?
No, I'm cool with it. I mean, sometimes I get a little, weirded out when they make me really teeny bopper, super kidsy. I don't like that when they kind of downplay the age a lot.
And saying daddy and daddy a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. A stepdad, of course.
Oh yeah, stepdad, of course. Yeah.
But I still like doing it and stuff. It's fun.
Okay.
Obviously, I mean, it comes with the age.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't bother me at all or anything.
Okay, good.
Put me in a diaper.
Oh, Jessica, you stop. Okay, what's your new stuff coming up, my love?
I'm actually saving a lot of it for after the. I'm gonna have to do some surgeries and stuff, so I'm kind of saving more of that for the
Are you going bigger?
No.
Okay.
It's more, I guess, just cosmetic,
okay.
Just everyone will see, but it's a surprise.
I know what it is, but I don't know.
So don't worry, nothing's being detached. I'm too attached, so.
Yeah.
But
because that defeats the whole thing.
Yeah. So basically, I'm saving a lot of that for when I get back into the industry again next year. Right now, I just took a lot of time just to kind of focus on myself, focus on what direction I want to go on. I also want to see how technology and everything with online OnlyFans or different social media platforms. I want to see kind of how they're evolving, especially after the pandemic. So doing a little research and also trying to I guess maybe market myself a lot better in the coming years.
Good. And you're taking the first step here, being on the show tonight, letting everybody know about stuff. And do you have an official site, or is it just the OnlyFans, loyal fans, mini vids?
I also have JessicaTheFox.com. That was through SMC, who used to produce amazing content for the trans community, and it was right before OnlyFans that kind of came out. So I think OnlyFans kind of gave us more control of how we want to control our content and everything. But with that, with the old Shimo Club, they had a really amazing system that was put in place, and I think I'm not sure from my own personal perspective, but I think they kind of saw how technology was going, and that a lot of girls were probably going in different directions. So
yeah. And with the AI, it's a whole new ballgame, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. Mm-hmm. It is.
And thank you for being so LGBTQ cool.
That's a given. It shouldn't be a thing. It really shouldn't be.
Because a lot of people your age are, and a lot of them aren't. But I mean, that's cool of you being cool.
If you're hot, you're hot is always my quota.
Yeah.
I love.
And this is so important too, that everybody get along, because remember back in the day we didn't really break off into those cliques. We did have some cliques, but not as much as there is
Say
now.
clits or clicks?
Cliques. We always have clits, but the cliques, yeah, like a high school thing.
Yeah.
Like it's like Mean Girls every day out there.
Yeah, no, I was lucky and I was always surrounded by open-minded people. Surprisingly, there is open-minded people in Indiana. There really is.
Oh, okay.
But, no, I never understood the hate, to be honest, and I always grew up in a very positive kind of community where it wasn't weird or different, and it was
And you'll
generally a
notice
positive
being
place.
open like that too opens
Yeah.
up your audience base a lot more too.
And also, I think some trans women carry a lot of wisdom and like carrying themselves against stigma. So I think maybe in porn you probably experience your own type of like.
I mean, obviously race, like, especially they always try to guess the race. They never know with me, because I can look Mexican or Latina, but also can pull off other ones. But,
You could be Italian. You could be Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
You could be Irish.
but I just always ignore it. I always focus on
think
positivity.
People
But-
think I'm Filipino.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People say I'm an asshole, and I go, no, I'm Jewish.
It's like, it's just a part of me.
No, I'm Caucasian. No, but seriously though, it's funny how you meet somebody for the first time, whether it's a guy or a girl, and automatically one of those first 5 questions is, what's your background? What's your nationality? And that's almost like turn off time then,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, a little, yeah. It's just, especially on how it's phrased. Like, I get the curiosity, of course, but it's just, I feel like we're programmed to just always want to know that. When it
Yeah.
shouldn't be a want to know thing, it's just out of curiosity, but that doesn't have to be the first thing you say when you meet someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely
And-
not right off the bat.
And it's so important, especially the way the world is right now and everything like that. We need more unity more than
Definitely.
anything right now. We really, really do. We need more unity.
Unity and respect.
Yes, and
But-
respect.
You like that book
Yeah.
understanding. When we get stressed out, just like that.
Yeah. So we can only hope and just see where we would go from there. If you weren't doing porn, what would you be doing?
Probably corporate HR, most likely.
Wow.
Okay. It's just kind of, to me, corporate is more boring, to be honest.
Yeah, and you're not a boring person.
No, and HR is, I like it because it's everything in business. It teaches you kind of all of the tricks.
But
and
do you think that you could go back into that work having gone into the
Definitely.
dark side?
Definitely not corporate. They definitely
No.
find some stuff of me, but
Yeah.
I bet smaller businesses would still work with me.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's always porn companies always need HR or someone with that kind of sense.
That's very, very
But
true.
HR, I feel like business, I can go pretty much anywhere with business jobs with that 'cause it teaches you and rounds you very well.
Very good. How about you, honey? What would you be doing?
Oh, to be quite honest.
Yes, please.
I think it probably definitely be somewhere in the politic realm of Native politics.
Oh,
it's kind of
cool.
a passion for me, and it's been enrooted in my my genes. So like I really care for a lot of Native issues that a lot of people don't know about. So
And we should make them aware. Yeah.
yes, there's so many different like Native issues just that affect like the water, affects just everything, trees, and it sounds so cliche, but it's like all these things that we need to survive as humanity, and it's like the most basic things, but yet we're destroying it. We're just using it and just discarding it.
And this
Like,
new
no
administration
respect,
probably
no
wants to
respect.
drill for more oil.
And that's the other thing too,
Yeah.
drilling into the oil and stuff. Like my culture, like for us, it's like we value turquoise because we're not supposed to. We only take what Mother Earth gives you. So turquoise is like something that you find like above the ground. If you're lucky
don't
and stuff like
dig
that.
or
You don't
anything.
dig. You don't have to go and ruin
Break
Mother
apart.
Earth. You don't have to ruin Mother Earth. Because she's a living and breathing entity, and everyone should respect her. But
This is so
it's just,
cool.
we don't have any of that these days, and it's just like that's part of my platform as being where I am with the industry is I'm able to kind of share those ideologies or beliefs, and it's nice to hear too. Like it's nice when people have questions, I have answers, but sometimes people just need to just hear it. Like we don't hear enough of that. we don't hear enough about respecting Mother Earth. There you go, again, respect. That's kind of like my newfound like word right now, is especially after the election and everything. Like, I think it's just like we need unity, we need respect, we need to,
Where's a website that people could go to if they want more information?
A lot of times, here's what I would like to tell people is like, it depends on where you're living, because every native tribe from, all parts of the country, we're all different. We all have different, issues and everything like that. So if you like go onto, or if you know like the tribes that exist in your state, go to their websites. They'll have tribal websites, and a lot of them have, just different issues that they talk about. For where I'm from, we have like the Navajo Times. It's one of the oldest newspapers that are one of the largest newspapers too, as far as like a native group. And we always talk about our issues for politics down to sports to just it's kind of everything, and also too just listening to the news. There's issues that a lot of times it has to do with like water rights. Water rights are huge key thing.
Oh, that was big.
Also, pipelines, drilling for oil and stuff, or natural resources, uranium and stuff. Just like, for example, in Grand Canyon, like they want to start drilling for uranium again, but yet my Navajo people, we experienced like a very, very bad era after.
That's terrible.
After like the
Atomic bombs.
After atomic bombing and everything like that, there's a surplus of it, and also it was used during the Cold War. But what happened was like they went in knowing that it was already going to be harmful to humans, but they knew they weren't able to regulate it as much on the reservations. So that led to polluting of the lands, the water, and everything like that. And we had our own it wasn't a meltdown per se, but there was a breach in one of the uranium mines, and that actually destroyed the water that was downstream and everything. So it affected a lot of people, physically and also even mentally too. It was just the people.
The Grand Canyon, so beautiful.
Yeah,
place,
and they want to go and drill in her and exploit.
No.
Yeah.
Really? Why? Why?
There's so many. We all live downstream from that, so
Yeah.
that's going to be in our water.
Now, I know some of you just tuning in here right now going, okay, I thought there were adult stars that were going to talk about sex. Well, there's more to the world than just sex. We're
people too. We're normal people sometimes.
Okay.
Communication skills actually makes better sex as well.
Right on, honey. Right on. That's very true. The brain is probably the largest erroneous zone. Am I saying that right? Erroneous?
I don't know.
Erogenous?
Erogenous?
Thank you. Again, I have an accent. Erogenous zone. Yes.
Yeah, I love talking about water right issues with a big cock in my mouth. I'm like,
Get out all the main talking
God.
points.
We're going to give you your own segment on Fox News, just sitting there taking on the five.
The first thing that Jessica taught me about the United States and about being Native American, it's a lot more than just that tree, however, oh God, they're actually the creators or the innovators of modern democracy. It started here. It was older than 250 years ago. That's something a lot of people don't know about Native.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of wisdom beyond that the Native culture knows how to to integrate spirituality and science as a whole thing. We don't see it as separate.
Those people that say that they're Native Americans because they're the true Americans because they're the white people in there. You all came from other countries. The real true Americans are the Native
But
Americans.
what's actually interesting about that concept too
Yeah.
is that the spirit of this land is inclusivity, because natives, in our culture, I'm from Mexica, from Aslan, and she's from Navajo, and what I've realized, if you can even see it with Mexicans or Navajos, we're very enduring, accepting, and we don't really see we just based on their character we're welcoming. When the first pilgrims got here, they were welcome. They weren't treated what is these white skin? No, they were just human beings.
And Brazilians were natives down there too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's beauty in this country, that there's so much diversity and just so much flavors, the essence of creation. And I don't
Let's embrace this with the holidays coming up. Let's embrace everybody.
I don't see the differences. I see that we're so adaptable to our surroundings that this is why we look so different. So if we can adapt to our environment, we can adapt together, right? That's more, people are not really looking at the differences that we have for the true beauty that it carries.
Very good. Good.
Should we hear all month?
All right. Well, we're getting a little heavy there, but we got to wrap things up. I want to thank my wonderful guests for being on the show tonight. Give everybody your social media handles, please, darling.
Kaia Martin, 0F on Twitter, and I have a link tree on that Twitter too that you can go look at everything that I'm involved with.
You can do, for my PG stuff, or PG-13, you can do Instagram.com, Jessica_Fox89, or Instagram, I'm sorry, I already said that, Twitter, it's TS Jessica_Fox, and also link tree there for all the other goods. And
The other goods.
Yeah,
The goods.
I can't remember my Snapchat offhand, but you'll find everything there.
You can find me and follow me on my Twitter, which is Farah Lovely, 2 R's. So, and I kind of like navigate people from that. So.
Very
My
good.
Snapchat's banned right now.
Oh.
And as I said at the top of the show, I have that Patreon. Am I pronouncing that right? Patreon. Patreon.com/James Inside the Industry, or it might be James Bartolet Inside the Industry. One of those two. Please go on there because there's going to be all brand new stuff on there. And on Patreon, you pay a monthly subscription, kind of like the OnlyFans thing. And you get a whole bunch more stuff. Lots of cool things that are on there. Okay? And Twitter is @JamesBartolet, Instagram @JamesBartolet9. I'm on the TikTok. I'm on the what's the game thing again called? The
Steam?
Twitch. I'm on the Twitch. I'm on all of that stuff. Okay. Next week, again, we're going to be on the red carpet for the XBiz nomination party next Wednesday, and on the red carpet for the AVN nom party on Thursday. And then we'll be back here with a lot more shows. Till next time, I'm James Bartolet.
I'm Kaia Martin.
Jessica Fox.
Good night and good sex.